Hey everyone, Chris Engler from Cybergrapes. So today we got WordPress 7, and what we were delivered is in the settings we now have AI connectors. Right? These are configured. You can watch my other video to see that, but we're going to get a first look at what it's actually capable of. So this is a blog post that I just started putting together. And if you click on something like the title here, you can see regenerate. So I'm just going to click on that and then let's see what happens. Okay, so it's giving me a title suggestion and I'm just going to say, yeah, go ahead, insert it. See, title is now different. All right, in the text, we get this little, like it's a little beaker. So you can resize content. So I was going to click it. It says shorten, expand, or rephrase. So you see this, and honestly, it's pretty exciting. I'm going to say, let's expand that. All right. So I'm going to say accept it. So now you can see that that text has been expanded. I did notice that the headings, it doesn't have anything that I see that we can do, but text and titles for sure. All right. And then that is really it inside of the editor. So when we go over to posts, we now can generate a featured image. So I'm going to click on that and see what happens. Taking a while, taking a long while. Working on it. Do, 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 do. Maybe it's not going to produce it at all. Maybe I'll just sit back and listen to some music or something. Maybe I should have had a timer to see how long this takes. Ooh, it's really long. Hey, well, it's 10:38 p.m. right now. I should be sleeping. Ooh, it did it. Now let's see what it did. Gave it some alt text. Can't really see the image. Cloud-based dashboard with Connect app modules and analytic panels. Too large and could affect the site speed. That's interesting. So large I can't see it. Open image in a new tab. I'm going to see if that's. There we go. All right, well, it made an image. Doesn't have the WordPress logo and it doesn't have anything about AI, but it does have about connections. So good enough. Well, I would do better, but for AI, it did it. That is a previous tool that couldn't be done. So now we have this add excerpt. Let's see what that does. We're just going to click that little generate button there. Okay. So did it add it anywhere? It did not. What do I need to do? Maybe I'm just going to copy it up here. If anybody has any tips or tricks, would really like to hear more about that. I'm going to make it a quote. All right. It does not offer a slug, which is, the URL extension, which would be nice because this is really long. Shorten it a little bit. All right. Generate editorial notes. So this analyzes the content of this post block by block and adds editorial notes with suggestions on each block. All right. Boop. This response is not a valid JSON response. Ah. So that's the first error we've seen. Maybe, and let's just try it one more time. Valid, not a valid JSON response. So that is not working. It looks like a bug or I'm doing something wrong, but really there is really no normal person explanation for that. So I'm going to say defect. All right, so generate a summary. Maybe this is what I was thinking of as an excerpt. So this will create a block that is a summary of the content of this post. All right, let's do that. Let's click that. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, and it even gave it some formatting. All right, nothing in, generate meta description. All right, so I'm going to do that. Aim for 140, 160 characters. So this is SERP results, like when you do Google and or a Bing search, where you see like the title of a page and then a little bit about it. That is the meta description. So it gave a little meta description here. Nice. We're just going to hit apply. All right. And let's see what else we got here. So we can generate categories or suggest categories. So I keep my categories pretty plain, but let's see what it does. Let's click the button. Ah, so it's suggesting some categories. I'm not gonna use any of them, but also tags. So let's suggest some tags here. Get some generated tags. All right, and here we go. So we just click on those to add it in there. All right, so that is it. That's our first look. Going to publish it and we're going to see how it goes. I have if this then that connected. So this post will get published on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Blogspot. So with that being said, you will be seeing it very soon. Hope this helped. There's the first look. And final thoughts. If you need help with WordPress hosting, contact this guy or go to cybergrapes.com and it'll help. Um, this AI has only been introduced today. I believe that it is going to open up a world of ease of use and it's going to make creating website content a lot easier for some, but I'm also interested to see whether or not everybody eventually just ends up sounding the same. It'll be interesting if we do that, but I think there's still a human element to this to make you have your own brand voice. All right, I'll see you later. That's my final thoughts. See you later.